Okay, let me see if I should put a little bit for...
Dad, you really can't be in our frame. You gotta stop recording. You're gonna...
What? You want to participate in the video too? No? Okay. We're gonna...
So we're recording.
Why not? Well, I'm not gonna be in this part.
Yeah, I can cut this part.
I'm gonna edit.
Okay.
She's a pro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I was nervous.
I'm so nervous.
I gotta make a coffee. Yeah, but don't be nervous because it's not like it's live.
Can you make the coffee downstairs, Dad?
No, I'm making one right here.
Oh, God.
In Portuguese and then in English, okay?
Okay.
Estou aqui com a minha host mom e ela topou gravar um vídeo comigo respondendo algumas perguntas que vocês fizeram lá no Instagram. Estamos aqui. Vai ser tudo em inglês, depois qualquer coisa eu coloco legenda pra vocês entenderem, tá bom? So, there we go. Hello!
Hello.
So this is my host mom.
I'm Ima. I'm May's host mom.
Yeah, and today, guys, we are here to record a video answering to your questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so guys, I put a question thing on my Instagram. You made the questions, and now we are here. So let's get started. Most of your questions that I'm reading here is like, why did you choose May to be your au pair? So let's just answer into all of these questions in one answer.
Yeah.
Why did you choose me?
So I chose May actually through all the different candidates that we looked at. Through the different organizations, we were looking for someone that had previous au pair experience. That was very important for us. Just because my husband and I, we work a lot. We didn't really have a lot of time to kind of get someone up to speed as far as childcare was concerned. And secondly, we wanted someone with newborn experience, which May had with her first host family.
Yeah.
And that was tremendous, just seeing that on her resume, to be able to translate those same skills for our needs as we just had our first baby in February. So having newborn experience, having been an au pair previously and having gone through that process, very much streamlined the way that we were able to kind of get May stateside. And then also the language. So I know that the cultural experience only requires like intermediate English, but again, you know, to be able to communicate, especially when we're regarding like the care of a newborn child, I felt that it was very important to have someone that had a little bit more proficient English, which May, you know, she teaches English, she has very advanced English. That was something that was important to us as well.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's something that I always tell you guys, that of course we don't have to be fluent in English to become an au pair, but it's important to have a good level of communication because we are dealing with kids, and it's important, like sometimes we have to call the emergency, so it's good.
Agreed.
Right? Let me just put a little bit here because I don't want to be only me in the video. All right, so let's see. Okay, yeah, like for what reason did you choose May? What made you choose May?
A lot of why we chose May. May's also great. It translates on paper.
Oh, thank you. She's great too. They are great, guys. All right, so how is to have like a strange person in your house?
So I think that was also one of the things that we were kind of leery about, right?
Yeah.
So being first-time host parents, virtually my husband and I had been married for 6 years. We didn't have any kids prior to that. It was just the two of us in the home. Having someone else come into our home and share the home with us, there were a lot of reluctances, I'm not gonna lie. But I'd say, you know,
I can't imagine.
May's been here, you've been here, what, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
About 3 weeks, and I would say just in those first few days, I could tell that you were very respectful, very mindful of just keeping common spaces, you know, clean, and you are also just a very like diligent and thoughtful person. So I don't think that it was something that was as stark of a learning curve for us to adjust to, just because you have the same values of sharing a home that we do.
Yeah.
So I think it's also just compatibility. You live very similarly to how we live. So I think that the growing pain of having a stranger, so to speak, it wasn't so much of a growing pain. I think that we all pretty much transitioned pretty seamlessly.
Yeah, I think so. Like we have the same style. They are very organized. I'm kind of organized too.
Yeah.
We don't like to keep
Too much of a clutter.
Yeah. Mess and this kind of thing.
But I also feel too like you got comfortable very quickly, which made us feel comfortable that you were comfortable in our home.
Yeah.
And that's always something that like I think I'm like, May, just like relax, sit back a little bit. Like
she's always like, I'm always like this, and she's always like, relax,
sit back, relax.
Sit back.
Yeah, because when I see that May's comfortable in our home, it's her home too now. It makes me feel more comfortable, and it doesn't make it seem like there's someone new in our home.
Yeah.
So
that's true. They make me feel very comfortable. I am very comfortable. Sometimes I have to teach myself how to relax more because I'm not used to that. But I'm getting used to that.
That's good. I'm glad you are. Otherwise, I'll remind her.
Yeah, she does. She does that all the time.
All the time. It's not that serious.
Yeah, that's something that I've been learning every day. She says that to me every day. May, that's not that serious. And that's true, right? It's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
Yeah.
We're just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
We're just
living
hanging out.
our lives.
Exactly.
Exactly. Tell me, what is the most fun things that you have learned about Brazil with May?
Oh, I mean, so I think last night was probably the most fun I've had with May. Well, like the last couple days, actually. I learned about cheese bread, the Brazzi bites. That was exciting. May and I, pão de queijo. And then we also have been learning some, I guess, crass words that translate to like the Portuguese language. My husband and I are trying to expand our Brazilian linguistics, and yesterday May had a couple of her au pair girlfriends over for dinner. It's quite lovely, actually. And of course, like normal Americans, we asked them like, hey, how do you translate this curse word into Portuguese? And that was exciting. That was exciting. But other things too, I feel like, just explain to us like the food, and also there's a lot of similarities. I'm Filipino. May's obviously Brazilian, but there's a lot of similarities in our culture with the way that families and gatherings revolve around food, having similar values. May has her faith. We're not churchgoers per se, but I would say that there's also some common ground on spirituality.
Yeah.
But when she speaks about her home country, of course, like when, we're done with this year with May, we hope to have a lasting relationship. Hopefully we'll get to visit her in her home state in Brazil, because it sounds lovely. So yeah. Oh yeah. And something like one thing that you guys always ask me is where she is from, because like you were always is she from the United States, she's from another place, or she's from the Philippines. Yep. So yeah, and they kind of have like the same culture as Brazil, so absolutely
it's very similar,
very family oriented.
Yeah.
I actually want to add to one other thing that's really exciting. May is going to show us at the end of the summer, me and my neighbors are having a hot dog throwdown. And May is going to enter the Brazilian hot dog. So that's probably, I don't know yet. It's not exciting because it's yet to happen, but it's the highlight for me.
Yeah. I'm getting nervous but excited.
Yeah.
Because they are going to know the best.
Well, it's gonna go up against the Chicago style hot dog, which a lot of people love, and it's a crowd favorite in America, especially in the Midwest, especially in Chicago. But we're gonna see how the Brazilian hot dog stacks up.
Let's see, guys. What do you think?
It's gonna be close.
Yeah,
I'll eat it all.
Some water. How do you feel with au pair living with you? Do you think that changed something in your days? Oh, that's a good one. Do you think that changes something in your days? Like,
100%. I was on maternity leave. I've been on maternity leave. I go back to work on Monday, as you know. Mm-hmm. And Perry was only on paternity leave for 6 weeks. So when May came, she came right when I had like 3 weeks left. So in kind of that transition between my husband going back to work and me being the only one to take care of the baby. But when May came, you absolutely have improved the day for the better.
I'm glad.
The nights can be rough, as you know, with a newborn. Sleep can be very irregular, which translates into me usually not getting sleep because my husband's back at work and I'm kind of delegated to having those responsibilities. I will tell you, 8 o'clock comes around and May comes up, from her bedroom downstairs. I feel like the heavens opens up and a choir of angels is singing, because I'm like, May is here to save the day.
I'm so glad.
No, hugely, hugely helpful for a new mom who is, you know, you have a lot of fears, and I've kind of explained to you a little bit like my own kind of insecurities of being a new mom, being a new parent, some nerves that are associated with that. Just having you as an, you know, an experienced au pair, having had previous childcare experience, and just a genuinely caring person, absolutely, it's made my day better. 100%.
Thank you.
I'm not just saying that. She is fantastic.
No,
you're the baby whisperer.
But you too.
You do. You whisper the. She literally. You gotta show them that picture of the baby reclined. Hayla's new best friend.
Yeah, she's
new
my best friend.
They're besties.
My new best friend.
Pretty
is
much.
My baby.
Pretty much. It's like, who's mom? Give me my au pair. I'm not even mad about it. I'm not even mad about it. I'm not.
I'm happy.
As long as she's not crying, I'm not mad about it at all.
She cries, but when she's hungry.
Only with the baba.
Yeah, and I totally understand because
we're the same way. Yeah.
We like to eat.
We love to eat. Yeah, so I would cry too.
She's a master chef.
I don't know if I'm a master chef so much as I'm a master eater, and I have to cook for myself. Thankfully, I have an au pair who is a master eater like me.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm totally. They know that.
Yeah, May's got a good appetite, but so do we. It works out.
God. Yeah, she's a good cook, and I'm a good eater. Right?
Yep.
So
yeah,
there's never
any waste in this house. Nope. Nope.
I always eat the leftovers.
Yeah, May's got the leftovers, and I always make a little extra.
Exactly, which is perfect.
Yep.
Next question. Do you guys have plans to take family trips?
Yeah, we do. So we are in the process, you know, with COVID happening, and COVID happened, then I got pregnant. You know, we really didn't take our normal trips like we normally do. Perry and I usually try to take a couple trips a year, but we're planning at the end of the summer to be able to go on a beach vacation, and hopefully, you know, it works out. And we have to consider some things because there's certain areas that are travel ban, like contingent on your visa, right?
Yeah.
But hopefully we plan to go to Turks and Caicos. I hope there's not a Brazilian travel ban. I have to look into that, but that's probably where we'll go.
It's beautiful.
I mean, it's one of the places that I feel like it's family friendly, it's clean, it's safe. And it'd be nice to have May obviously come along on that trip so that mom and dad can have some alone time too.
Yeah. And relax.
And then they can, you know, help us out at the beach with Hayla and things like that.
Exactly. That'll be fun.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. It'll be so fun. It'll be so fun.
It will be so fun.
Yeah, we'll probably not have beach bodies because we'll be eating the whole time. So.
Oh my gosh. Beach body. Oh boy.
What is that?
What is that?
We don't know.
We just need a body.
We just need a body.
And bikinis.
And bikinis.
Right.
And
that's
like
a beach body.
Exactly. And then at that beach where we have our bodies, we will be filling it with food.
Of course.
And maybe a cocktail.
Oh.
Or 5.
Or 5.
Just kidding. Just me, not May. She's on the clock. Come on, guys.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, just in the evening.
In the evening. After hours.
After hours.
Yep, that's right.
Why did you choose her? By the way, you could and polite.
Because she's great.
Oh, thank you. I'm really happy to know that you guys are that we are a good match.
Absolutely,
right?
We're a good match.
Yeah,
absolutely.
What's the first thing you guys looked on the application, to choose an au pair?
So again, the biggest thing was, did you have newborn experience? You know, because I felt like I really needed that. I needed that for my own guidance. Believe it or not, I don't know if some parents are okay with saying hey, let me delegate to someone who, yes, is a stranger more or less, but I'm learning from you all the time, you know, so
And I'm learning from you too.
Yeah, so I think that it's like a mutually beneficial situation because you had that previous experience. I can count on you and kind of, you know, fall back on you. If I'm doing something and it's not working, you know, based on your previous experience, you're like, hey, I tried this, or this is something that we can maybe rework this part of the routine. And we've done that several times already. Yeah. You know, and I'm very receptive to your ideas. But that was the biggest thing. I just scrolled, for me, I just scrolled directly to, do you have newborn experience?
Oh, okay.
Then
because I take care of a baby, guys. So the baby's 2 months old now. So it's important to have that experience.
But when you came, she was 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
I mean, she was brand new.
Brand new.
And so I really wanted to feel comfortable with someone who was comfortable doing that.
Yeah,
so that was the biggest thing for me.
And I really felt comfortable because I had my first host family, other experience, my nieces. So.
Yeah. I mean, and Dad had a different value though. Should I share that?
Yeah, of
so
course.
Perry, when he looked through the applications, he was looking for someone that was independent. Oh, so, you know, we wanted to be able to kind of strike that perfect balance of, you know, when you're here and you're providing the experienced newborn care, we had that piece, but then we also wanted to balance it with a piece of like, when you're off hours and you're not working, you know, we want you to be able to be your own person, you know, and kind of pursue your own social outing and like your own thing. And
which I love that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to be part of the family, but I also like to just go out, like do my things. By the way, today I'm meeting with a Mexican friend.
Of course you are, to learn her third language.
I have to practice my Spanish, guys.
Overachiever. No, but I think that was one thing that we wanted, was like we wanted someone that, you know, was bold enough to like go and like do the things that you need to do to kind of, you know, fill that downtime when you're not working. Yeah. So that we're not feeling constantly like, you know, you don't want someone that you have to constantly entertain. Yeah. We never feel that way with you.
Brazilians, like, we are usually like that.
Yeah.
Like, we like to do things to be
visit.
independent.
Yeah. So I think that was something that was really important to Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, so let's see the same questions.
Why did I choose May? Because she's fantastic.
What about, why did I choose this family?
Yeah, what can we flip it back on May? I mean, because it's mutually, like, you have to mutually agree to match.
Exactly.
Right? It's not just like, you know, we asked you if you would match with us, you had to say yes.
Of course.
So
I'm not obligated to match with a family.
So why did you choose to match with us? I'm gonna ask. I mean, this is a Q&A for the host mom.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna flip it on May.
Oh my God, this is about you, not me.
I mean, but it's about you, not me.
Okay,
feels like we're breaking up. Just kidding.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
it's not you, it's me.
The problem is not you.
It's me. Okay.
Okay, so why?
Yeah.
Because you kind of, like, you had everything that I was looking for. Because I was looking for a family, almost the same thing, like that would consider me a part of the family, but at the same time wouldn't feel bad if I just did my things.
Absolutely.
So also like about the schedule, about the number of kids.
Yes.
And a baby, because I really like to take care of babies. And because you seem to, like, I don't know, I had a feeling, you know?
Yeah.
When we talked, I felt like, I don't know, I feel like I have the sixth
sense. Yeah.
Something like that. So I usually feel like when the people are nice, or when we're gonna be a good match. Yeah. So I think that happened. I had a feeling with you, and I was like, no, I like this family. They seem to be very honest and sincere. So that's why. And here I am.
And here we are.
And I remember one day I came to Chicago and I said, I would never live in Chicago. And look where I am right now, guys.
Yeah.
So.
In the greatest city in the world. With the best pizza and the best hot dogs.
Well, I like the pizza.
Minus the ketchup and the mayonnaise.
Come on, mayonnaise, guys.
I'll try it. I'll try it only because this is a cultural exchange program.
Right?
But we don't usually do that for the Chicago style pizzas.
No. Americans don't do that.
No, we don't.
They don't put anything on the pizza. And
Nothing.
Sometimes we do that.
Yeah.
But just sometimes.
I'll try it just for the cultural component.
Yeah. Just to take a bite.
Okay.
And if you don't like it, you don't have
to. We'll do it once. I'll agree.
All right. Does your host mom have a sister who needs an au pair? She seems to be incredible.
I do have sisters. She's a stay-at-home mom. She does not need an au pair. She's kicking ass. Sorry, can I say that on YouTube? She's kicking butt. Being a stay-at-home mom, I mean, doing a far better job than I could. So, unfortunately, no other sisters with childcare needs at this time.
No friends.
I might have friends. I mean, I think, you know, a lot of people, especially in the physician community, you know, they're just professional, like, you know, working moms, always looking to see like what we're doing for childcare.
Yeah.
I've been telling them, you know, that this experience for me has been, it's only been 3 weeks, but I feel like you know, if you decided to stay like longer even, I probably would have an attachment to May. So it'd be hard to say goodbye.
Me too.
So it's been a wonderful.
We hug a lot here, guys.
We hug, but we're both vaccinated, so
yeah. I'm gonna get my second dose in a few days.
Yep.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about host families that don't really care about the au pairs?
That don't care about the au pairs?
Like the ones that we would we're talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I mean, you know that like viscerally affects me, and I think a lot of that is just who I am as a person.
Yeah.
Who Perry and I are as people. We don't feel that, you know, people are people, right? Like people deserve to be treated with respect. They deserve to be made to feel included, a part of your community, especially in the context of what you guys do. You're miles away from home, countries away, an airplane ride or two sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And this is, you know, for all intents and purposes, yes, you are working, but you are also a part of the home of our family.
Exactly.
So I do have a major contention with families that, you know, kind of marginalize their au pairs and treat them as an afterthought. I think that more than anything, if someone is in your home, especially to be the extension of the caretaker as you are and as you have been, you deserve more respect than, you know, probably even I do in my own job. You know what I mean? Just because you're doing a very, very important role of raising Hala and helping us do that. So yeah, it really affects me. It makes me sad when I hear stories about, you know, au pairs that are not treated with the same kind of respect, the same kind of community, you know, not being accommodated to as they should.
Husbands who don't buy food.
Yeah, like I think that's just sad. You know, when May first came here, you know, the biggest thing was like I wanted her to, you know, here's the grocery list, you know, this is what we get, you know, and we kind of gave you that like layout when we did the little package of who we are.
Yeah.
But when she came, you know, the first day I was like, let's get some groceries, put some things on there, you know, put the things on there that you like.
I was like, I didn't even know what to put on the list, but I was like, okay, she literally gave me the phone so you can put on the list.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want, because this is your home too. So yeah,
that's something that I really admire on them, because food is important, right, guys?
Yeah.
But not only the food, I mean, other things that I admire on, like in my host family, they make me feel comfortable, feel welcome, you know, like feel that that's important, you know.
Absolutely.
So
it's a home away from home.
Exactly.
You know, it's not just you taking care of a kid.
Exactly.
So
yeah. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, let's
Muito
see. Muito bom. Oh, there's a question here.
That's all I know how to say though, and obrigada. I already forgot all the curse words.
Yeah, like do you know any words in Portuguese?
I do. So May, when she wakes up Hala in the morning, I learned this very quickly, is bom dia, bebê.
Oh,
so
isn't that cute?
Yeah, bom dia, bebê, boa tarde.
Bom dia.
And then I forgot to say goodnight, but obrigada. Obrigada.
Good night is boa.
Boa noite.
Noite.
Yeah,
yes.
boa noite.
Yeah.
So I'm still solidifying that one, but yeah, bom dia, bebê it's here. It's cute,
right?
Because that's how May gets Hala up in the morning.
Yeah, I always say bom dia, bebê.
I love it. I love it.
It's cute. Any bad words?
I already forget. So, wait.
Pario.
Oh, puta de pario.
Put at kid. Okay, no. There's like a sentence that someone made up.
Yeah.
With like words in English that it's really similar to this word, like puta que pariu.
Puta que pariu.
Put at keep are you.
Oh,
something like that.
They were being clever.
Yeah.
Learning Portuguese, the bad Portuguese words in a clever way.
In a clever way,
Typical Americans.
Oh my god. Okay, so the age is important when you're choosing an au pair, or it's more about the experience with kids?
I think it's probably an element of both, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the older you are, you obviously had previous experiences. Like it kind of lends itself to more experiences. So yeah, to some degree, age would matter. I think the older you are, you've already gone through it a couple other times previously. Yeah. So that just allows you to have more experience, and for me, I'm more comfortable because you've had all that experience under your belt.
But if I were like younger, would you still consider?
I think I would be more reluctant.
More reluctant.
Yeah, because if you were younger, maybe it was just one other previous experience. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And maybe it wasn't with a newborn or whatever the case was. But I'd have to really navigate, you know, maturity. I mean, your chronologic age beyond just like work experience also lends to maturity.
Yeah.
So the older you are, the more mature you're gonna be. That's just by virtue of having more life experience.
Yeah.
Right?
Sometimes, right? Sometimes people.
I mean, yeah.
Right?
You certainly can find, you can certainly find like, you know, older au pairs or older adults that act irresponsibly. But I think if I were weighing, you know, my chances, I'd probably bet more than not that the older you were, you'd have more experience. Therefore, you'd probably have more like maturity.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was important to me.
That's true. But like, did you kind of like interview or other younger au pairs?
Yeah, we did consider younger au pairs. They had newborn experiences, but then something else was kind of, you know, lacking for us, whether it was less proficient in the English or they weren't as comfortable with driving. That was another thing.
Okay.
We wanted someone that could drive because, you know, for you to be independent, we want you to drive. So if someone wasn't able to drive and we'd have to drive them around, then that kind of defeats the purpose of having a more independent au pair during your downtime. You know, you're off, you're making plans, you're doing the things, you're taking yourself places. We don't have to do that, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a balance. There were, you know, there's definitely a list of things that we wanted as far as an au pair was concerned.
Yeah.
And I think we would have made certain concessions had we not found you, but you checked like so many of the boxes. So
but guys, this is also because I've had like previous experiences. Okay, it doesn't mean that you guys have to be an au pair and then you have to be it again. You know, like if you have experience, if you have like a level of like English, like an intermediate or a good level of English, like that's okay. It's just because, like, of course, every family, they have their like list of expectations too, as well as we do. So so
absolutely.
everyone has.
But then everyone, you know, people also have some concessions, right? Like maybe in another family, like who didn't want someone so independent, you wouldn't have been a good fit.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Or they would have wanted someone that wasn't as fluent in English, that could expose more of those linguistic components to the exchange program.
Yeah.
It's give and take, you know, or they would have wanted someone who could do more cooking. You know, that's not something that you necessarily, you know, like to do. It's give and take, you know, but for our needs and what we were looking for, you know, May was very conducive.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't let, you know, this composite and this match doesn't necessarily mean that it's a discouragement if you don't have those same skill set.
Exactly.
So
it's just like that everyone has their expectations.
Yep.
And that's why we matched.
Yep.
Because of that, right?
100%.
Do you feel like having an au pair is like having another daughter or a friend?
Well, a little bit of both, I'll be honest. Okay. So like when you wanted to go out to the city and you were like, hey, I want to go to this part of the city, I'm going to take the green line, I'm going to get off at this Garfield, and I'm like, in my mind, you know, like because you are like, you're my responsibility while you're here. You are an adult and you are very independent, but you're also my responsibility, and your safety is paramount. So yes, during that context, I felt like you were my child, and I was like, I told my husband, I told Perry, like, she's not taking the green line and getting off of Garfield Park.
Nope.
It was a hard no.
You're not?
No. It's like, you'll take the car and drive and park somewhere and not get off there on the L stop. So in that situation, certain situations, you know, I worry about you. And as I will, because I care about you, because you're my friend. Yeah. You know, and you are an extension of our family. Yeah. Now, you know,
it's a little bit of
a little bit of everything, you know.
So I remember last Saturday when like I went to the city. Yeah. And then you dropped me off at the station, and she was like, do you have your water? Do you have your phone? Your battery? Your charger? You have some snacks?
Yeah. So I mean, there is an element of it that, like, yes, you know, you're someone I'm looking after. You're mature enough, and you have enough insight and autonomy to be able to take care of yourself. But you're still my responsibility. Yeah. But you're also my friend. Yeah. And you're also a part of our family.
Exactly. Because she's a very caring person, guys. It's from her, you know.
Yeah.
So she has a good heart.
I have an inherently probably like more, I worry because I care about people.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, but it's not, I don't see it as, I think the question probably is asking like, is it cumbersome? Do I feel like you're a daughter and you're a bother? 0%. None.
Okay.
None of that. No.
So I don't bother.
She is not an encumberment to the way that we exist.
Yeah.
I do the things I do for May because I care about May.
Although sometimes I think I bother because I'm like, I don't want to bother you guys. I don't want to.
And she's not a bother.
But I'm like that with everybody.
Yeah, and that's because you have manners. So.
I mean, I hate feeling that I'm bothering someone.
But you're not a bother. We'd rather that if you needed help, you came to us and you asked us, or if you needed something or whatever. It's not that serious.
It's not that serious. Remember that. Remember.
We're not that serious.
But
really, make sure that you have your battery when you're out, like for the Lantern Festival tomorrow.
That's true.
So you can navigate your way home.
Oh yeah. No, yes. I bought a new extra battery.
Good.
Like a power bank. That one is good.
Okay. Maybe bring an extra USB plug too for your phone or for the car.
For the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 cables.
Yeah, because if you're going to Wisconsin, what if you don't know how to get home? I won't know how to find you.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna be like 4 or 5 girls.
Okay.
So one of them will have
something. Okay.
Yeah. What is something on an au pair profile that is an immediate no, in your opinion?
So I would say the hard no's for us were when, the paper aspect, you and I talked about this.
Yeah.
It reads well, it comes off very, polished, very, very put together.
Yeah.
The English is extremely proficient on paper, on writing, and then the video composite comes in. And you can tell that there's an incongruence with their proficiency on the video versus how they're writing. So to me, that was a red flag. Like, is someone else writing their profile?
Yeah.
So I would right away. I told Perry, I was like, the person who wrote this is different than the person on the video.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's how you're going to start, and you're not portraying yourself in the most honest way with where you are, with your proficiency in English, what else are you kind of misportraying?
Exactly.
So that's a major red flag to me. So that right away, those were hard no's.
Yeah. So it's better sometimes to be honest.
Yeah.
And then show exactly what you are, what's your English level, because there you go. I mean, you're coming here to learn, to improve your English. So
exactly. And also you just want to be forthcoming with you're representing yourself.
Yeah.
So you don't want to misrepresent or falsely advertise who you are or your ability to do something, because if that's not really who you are, then it's already going to set a foundation for, confusion, I guess.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
Let's go to the last question.
That's so many questions.
Right?
Yeah.
They are actually happy because they're saying oh, you have to make a video with May in the kitchen showing a recipe.
Showing the recipe? Okay.
Because you're a master, she's a master chef.
I'm a master amateur chef.
Oh, there was a question about, did you do any gastronomy course? You did, right?
I just did a cooking class, yeah.
Cooking class.
I did a cooking class at a community college, mostly because I came back from college and I didn't have any friends here. I was super depressed and I was like, I need a hobby. And I took a cooking class, and the rest is history. I loved it. I loved working with my hands, creating new recipes, learning how to season things, learning different chopping skills.
Well.
So, I guess it wasn't a culinary grade, cooking class, but a cooking class nonetheless.
Cooking class.
Yeah. And when we travel, Perry and I usually take up a cooking class if we travel abroad. So in Italy, I've taken a few cooking classes, learning, hand rolling pasta, making different sauces, different recipes.
Nice.
Yeah. So I enjoy that kind of stuff.
So you can tell, guys, I love to eat. She loves to cook.
I also love to eat
too. She loves to eat too.
Yeah.
So we eat together.
We do.
Right.
Every night.
So yeah. Thank God I came to a family. And also, they don't eat just junk food or processed foods. They really eat fresh food, which is good.
Yep.
So.
I mean, that's, important as far as our value, because we don't like to eat a lot of processed foods here.
Exactly.
And May likes to eat fresh as well. So it works out really well.
Yeah. now I have to start working out.
Get on that belly.
I will. Oh my gosh. All right, so I think that's it. Let me just see if there's maybe a very good question.
Okay.
And then we can finish. Would you like to visit Brazil one day?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that having had you here, just you as a person, just reminds me so much of my home country of the Philippines.
Yeah.
And I would love to experience that in a different part of the world. That same hospitality, you know, that same kind of reverence and like gathering around like a meal and food and just, you know, getting any kind of reason to get family and friends together to gather without needing like a special holiday or a special occasion.
Yeah.
I love that aspect about your culture.
Yeah, that's nice. Like Brazilians are very warm and welcoming.
Yes, yes.
And you were actually saying that most of the girls that when you were looking for in the hair, you liked.
I liked so many of the Brazilian candidates.
Yeah.
But I was a little confused because of the travel ban.
Travel ban.
But I didn't realize that I could use our NIE. So I actually. Yeah, in the beginning, we weren't even considering Brazilian au pairs because I was like, oh, that's the travel ban. I can't even look at that. But then when I finally realized like I can get the NIE to get, you know, a Brazilian au pair over, I was excited because so many Brazilian au pair candidates just really embodied so much of like what our values are as a family.
Yeah.
So
there you go, guys.
We're lucky to have May.
Yeah. And I'm lucky to have you. So before we finish, the last thing is, do you have any advice for like new or future au pairs?
I would say just be yourself, you know, be authentic on your profiles on, you know, whatever organization that you decide to apply through. Having, you know, a set of good questions when you have that first meeting, and really, you know, really portraying yourself in the most honest light, because that's the best way to get the best match. If you are, you know, kind of intending to, you know, say like, okay, I'll make a concession on the things that I'll do, even though you're not comfortable with it, that's not going to work out well.
Yeah.
You have to be honest. You say, okay, I'm not going to be flexible with the hours, or actually come to think of it, I'm not comfortable with taking care of a baby.
Yeah.
Don't just concede to something because something else seems more enticing, because that might mean that it'd be a bad match. You know, then you're not meeting expectations.
Exactly.
So just be honest with what you want.
Yeah.
And if the family's requesting something that you can't concede to, be forthcoming about that, so that no one is disappointed and that your situation can be as successful from the beginning.
Exactly. That's important.
Yeah.
You really have to know what you want. Make a list.
Yep.
And if the family feels everything that you need and you want, so there you go. If not, like really analyze if that's gonna be something that you can live with or not. Otherwise, it's not gonna be a good match.
Exactly.
So, well, I think that's it.
Thanks for having me on, May.
Thanks for accepting the crazy idea of
This was great.
Crazy au pair blogger.
My Insta influencer au pair.
Oh my gosh. They're like, May's famous.
I mean,
Nobody
is famous.
knows me.
No, May is famous. They're like, your au pair is famous. I was like, I know. I'm gonna have her autographs and stuff. So when she goes like back to Brazil when we're done, I'll like sell it on eBay. It might be worth some. Your autograph. I'm gonna.
No.
I'm gonna.
Save it for when I'm like an actress.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Famous actress.
She's gonna be a famous actress, au pair, influencer, blogger. So whatever the case, I'm keeping your socks. Like,
dream,
this is
right?
May Seraphine Lawrencino's sock. It's autographed.
Okay, so let's see. Which one do you think is better for my artistic name? May Seraphine or May Laurentino?
I love that you're doing the whole thing though. Does it have to be one or the other?
It's easier.
It's easier?
Yeah. Most of the artists, they just have like two names.
Really?
It's easier to.
I mean, they're both so like unique and beautiful in their own way. I love your
my name.
Really? I love that you're like May Seraphine Lawrencino.
Really?
I mean, that's like the name of someone I wouldn't mess with.
Really?
Really? Like when you say your whole name, I wouldn't mess with you.
Don't mess with me.
I'm not gonna mess with you.
I'm May Seraphine Laurentino.
There you go. See? There you go.
Alright, so I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe to our channel.
Please help me, okay? So maybe my house mom can come back and we can make more videos for you. And leave your comments down below and thumbs up. And that's it, okay? Leave your comments to my host mom, Ima.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Do you want to say anything else?
No, that's it. Yeah. If you have any other questions, field them through May.
Yeah, please. All right, guys.
Take care.
XOXO. See you in the next video. Ciao.
Ciao.